Hi, everybody. Welcome. Stop, Wombat. First in the room. Think you might get a few minutes of private stream today. Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing once again with NieR Automata, Route B. We started Route B yesterday. Made good progress. We can't talk about future routes, but I gotta kind of pick people's brains today a little bit, at least about the timing. Not that private. I had a feeling it wouldn't last. Kimberly, glad you made it too. I figure you'll be lurking and working for a while yet. Welcome, Kim. She said, hey, our channel emotes are gone again. The emotes are fine. The emotes are fine. But BTTV may still be flaking. Not gone. Refresh. Do you mean the new Twitch channel emotes or the BTTV channel emotes? Anyways, I think things are in place. So how is everyone today? It's Friday! It's Friday, get excited, it's time for the weekend again. So, who's doing what this weekend? Who's got time off? Who's kicking back? It's goof off time. Yes. We've got 32 hours in so far. 24 of those went into Route A. 8 of those have gone into Route B. There they are! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we were moving pretty quickly through Route B yesterday. We did some cool stuff. And while spoilers are still no go, of course, I was getting a little more flexible on a few things because this is no longer a first playthrough. Even though the Route B stuff is new, I wanted to give people a little room to suggest, hey, you don't want to miss this side quest. Hey, you gotta get something done before this plot point progresses or you won't be able to do it. Hey, try this weapon. Hey, did you know you can do a jump like this? That stuff I want to be a little more flexible with. Now that we're through our initial blind playthrough. That said, some people have been trying to use the blind command, and I keep forgetting to re-enable it. It has not been enabled. It's enabled again. For general use. If only refresh worked to fix things in real life. Ain't that the truth? So, what are we up to? Let's see if we can figure out where we were at and where we're going. Bunker. We were supposed to head back to the bunker after a fight we had with, sort of another fight with Adam and Eve. They bailed on us. There had been signals received from the dormant aliens, hadn't heard from the aliens in hundreds of years, from below ground, and after we fought Engels, opened up a huge crater in the center of town, let us down into some ruins, also lets us through into the flooded city. Wombat, the mooses are no longer hostile. You know, it's funny you ask, there's actually a story to that, of a sort. Toxic Armpits, what's up? Hello to you. The game has bait. The bait will attract moose and boar, and they won't attack you. You can also buy a sachet, which I don't know exactly how that works. It's some greater degree of friendliness. But what we got when we invested our second 40,000 gold in the half-wit inventor, we got a choice sachet. So for 80,000 gold, we got an item that sort of gives us perma-friendly moose and boar. So yeah, they're our buddies now. In fact, we'll enter certain zones, and there'll be 3 or 4 of them just laying around waiting for us. So they're no longer hostile. They jump very strangely. We can run things down with them. And it only cost us 80,000 gold. But I believe we were going to start today by going up to the bunker. I still want to look at the map, I want to look at the quests, and I want to look at our chips. There's a lot we could refine. We picked up a lot of loot yesterday. We didn't look at just about any of it. I would really like to finish Route B today. So we've already got 8 hours in Route B, and I'm getting conflicting information from people about how long Route B might be, could be. Also about Route C. Someone said Route C is really short, shorter than B. Other info suggests that Route C is a little longer than B. Some info suggests Route B should be under 10 hours. Well, ours is going to be longer than that. RZD, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Bro Cyan, depends on how many side quests you want to do. Well, I'd love to finish Route B today and do Route C tomorrow, but that may be unrealistic. If Route C is as long as B, then there's very little chance we can do it in one stream tomorrow. Hello, Simpika. Happy Friday. How you doing? I think we're headed to the bunker. There are some more side quests. At least one of those is Speed Star. We did not undertake Speed Star. Our dash isn't quite the same with 9S as 2B, so it would probably be harder. I wish we'd finished that during Route A. Welcome, Procyon. What, yeah, Kim's question. Would you say that Route C is as long as B? Let's do a 5-minute, 10-minute, half hour, whatever warm up. Let's go look at a couple other side quests that are around, at least see what they are. Data on the old world. Took a tip yesterday about where to find a critical piece of data. We had already found one piece, and there may be many pieces, but it was suggested that the info that Pascal wanted was a specific piece, and in the interest of efficiency, I took a tip on that, and we went and picked it up. It was nuclear data. Fission weapons. The information we found pertained to nuclear weapons from the old world. Could be dangerous in the wrong hands, so it might be best to hand it over to the commander. Chain of command certainly suggests we should hand it over to our superiors. However, our superiors have been shady as hell. And in Route A, they deceived us and they used us. I don't know what the extent of that is. Pascal and the machines could be using us too, but thus far, it doesn't quite seem that way. So Procyon, Route C is shorter than Route AB. I think I remember you saying that before, and then I've gotten some conflicting information from others about whether that's the case, so... Well, let's not dawdle too much. What cool new chips might we have? Down attack. Well, if we were still on 2B, or I was doing a lot of down attacks, that would be nice. 9S does do some down attacks at the end of his attack chains, but... Yeah, Toxic, you gotta think about it a little bit. From my perspective, I have to schedule a stream and provide some regular sense of what's coming next. So if I go and tell everyone we're starting Mass Effect 2 on Monday, and then we play another week of NieR, I have to keep these things in mind. I used to schedule out a whole month of streams in advance, and I can barely do a week right now. But a whole month of streams in advance, trying to figure out how long games are going to take to play, how long are you going to be able to stream on any given day. Charge attacks. Another thing we don't have, we can't do the hold Y charge attack with 9S because he does hacking with that button instead of a heavy attack. So we removed some charge attack stuff. What are the really cool ones? Didn't we get some really beefy chips in the past stream or two? I have a chip fusing question for anyone who cares to answer, if you know how that works. If I take a chip with a diamond and fuse it, it'll keep the diamond. That's question 1. Is that correct? Keeps the diamond? Yes. Next question. If I take a melee defense +3 with a diamond and I fuse it with a +6, does it become a +9 with the diamond, or does that +6 only add +1? Not sure how best to ask that, but I would love to take this melee defense +3 and stack it with the +6 and have it optimize greater Wombat, so this game kind of forces you to play in some way other than your own style. No, I wouldn't really say that, but in the first playthrough, you're playing as one character who does things a certain way. And in Route B, we're switching roles and we're playing as the other character who has different abilities and skills. So he can use the same skills and same weapons, but he uses them differently. Instead of just swinging his weapons, he throws them, he kind of projects them out. Instead of having a light swing and a heavy swing, he has a light swing and can hack things. So does the game force you to play in a different way? Well, every game kind of forces you to play according to its mechanics, and this game has a lot of different mechanics. You still have a lot of choice in how you play. Just here alone in the chips, there's so much potential for customization of gameplay. It doesn't always carry the diamond. Not always. Doesn't always carry the diamond. Is there a simple way to understand when it would or wouldn't? Speed, drop rate, experience gain, vengeance, overclock. Evade, slows time. That sounds cool. Taunt. Taunts raise player and enemy attack power to 240%. Alright, that was enough of that for me for now. Trooper? Hey, Trooper. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Saw that. Only fuse diamond with other diamond, and there are a few exceptions. Interesting. Okay. Let's not fuss with them there. Just more angles? Ah, another conversation with angles. So does everything, can anything be taunted? Yeah, look at that. We can flash our lights at just about anything. Piss them off. That was another good tip yesterday. Even though I still consider this, in many ways, my first playthrough, I am more open to suggestions and tips as long as they're spoiler-free, since we are in basically a second playthrough of the game now.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Claire! Thank you for the host, Claire. Welcome to you. And scrolling back up a little bit. Sorry, I missed your response, Pico, before. Glad to hear you're doing well. It's great here. It's beautiful here. It's outside with the dogs.
A signal embedded in the static.
Butterfly fairies. Butterfly fairies, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow, for joining us.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Ajukar, and to you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I took a shower and then took the dogs out. So I did things in reverse order. I went and got all sweaty after showering. Pretty sure you're supposed to do it the other way around. Toxic, when you were fishing for the pod, did you catch the shark? Did not catch a shark. I didn't even know I was fishing for a pod at the time. When we pulled that pod out at the flooded city, I was pleasantly surprised. Although, when it happened, I then remembered there had been some mention of a pod going missing in the flooded city. The shark? No, I did not catch a shark. I think I would remember that. Engel says, I am tired, I must rest. Well...
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
This wasn't Engels. Shock Buzz, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Engels is not the quest marker, it's Speedstar, which I don't want to undertake right now. We'll spend an hour of the stream or more and maybe not even get it completed. else is nearby. Just a couple things. And then we'll head up to the bunker. One of the suggestions, I think PenClick suggested yesterday, that there are a couple side quests that are really good that we don't want to miss. We did one of them yesterday. We finished the Wandering Couple. Also, I don't remember what it was called. Amnesia? Was it the one called Amnesia? The Yorha model, the extermination model. So that was very cool too, but it was also suggested that we go to the bunker and talk to 210, Operator 210, for something that should be interesting or worthwhile. So where'd the quest marker go? Is there something? Maybe it wasn't down here. Was a quest marker just above, and I dropped down and it disappeared. Might have been, well, let's see what it was. It's on the building. Oh yeah, I spent some time yesterday trying to get up there and failed. You can see how the marker reappeared. I wasn't able to make the jump. It seems an awful lot like you can get to the corner, but it didn't count. Maybe there's a way into the building somewhere? I keep trying to get right up on the roof, but maybe there's somewhere we'd have to go first. Can't just go in. Oh, we can go in there. We can't just go in any random window, but if it lets us, we can go in. Jump from. Whoa. That's not really getting me where I want to go. I don't know that I care about doing that. Go back up, you'll show me where to go. Don't forget there's Twitch lag. It's really hard for you to direct. You have to give a lot of context. Can't say there or left or right or in front of you. Definitely have to give some context. Tried to get up on this pillar, thinking I could jump from one pillar to the other pillar and then onto the rooftop. Up here. Can't get up on that. I'm back up. Toxic. I don't know that we need to really do this. Go straight up to the building. Face it. Really hard to take directions from Twitch chat with the lag. So we're going to try this just for a minute, but I don't want to dwell on it. I may not be able to take your directions very well. Just lay it out for me, or we can move on. It's really not a big deal. Just double jump. Not grabbing the corner. We spent time doing this yesterday. Can I get flung up there? Maybe if I do the jump. Nope, I didn't do it. Easier to jump from the short side of the building. Isn't this the short side of the building? Hey, Malice. All right, let's, I like to go somewhere else and use an attack, use a attack. Do you see what I mean about the dynamic, though? We could have a lot more fun than standing here grappling over how to get up there. with Twitch lag and everything involved. It's a very staggered conversation. Lots of missing context. Let's go somewhere else. So I will try to remember that. I'll never remember which one. For looking at this map, I will never remember which one is Speedstar and which one is that. Let's go up to the bunker. Forget this other stuff. Let's go up to the bunker. Though we do have the old world data to turn in. It's okay, Toxic. I knew going in that it's very hard when people in chat want to help, know what to do and want to help. That doesn't mean it's easy to give that information. No one knows how to communicate in absolute directions. You'd be surprised. Be surprised. But it is quite a trick. Not something everyone's comfortable with or comes naturally. I believe you that it's easy. Most things are. I fix computers for a living. Just about everything with computers is easy when you know which button to push or where the button is that you need to push. So, likewise, when you know what you need to do, executing it, whole different thing. When you don't know what to do. First trip up to the bunker in a while. Yeah, that is part of it. But it also requires that the game give you that orientation.
I killed my father. I killed my mother.
This is new.
I killed my father. I killed my mother. And in his hand he coldly gripped both the joy of growing up and the agony of being alone.
I think that was Adam. Sounds like Adam or Eve talking.
That concludes our report on the events surrounding the alien wreckage. Then they were dead this whole time.
The Council of Humanity needs time to formulate
I
a
have
plan.
detected a signal
Until
embedded in
then,
the static.
this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one.
Of course. Your next mission
Welcome.
is to gather
Thank you.
additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the Council. Knowledge of such unique individuals is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
Machine recon. So we have the option of turning in old world data on nukes to our commander or to Pascal. Meanwhile, our commander wants us to do recon at the machine village. So either way, we're going to the machine village. The question is whether we turn in information to Pascal or not. While we're up here in the bunker, though, let's go find 210. Talk to 210. So Toxic, on PS4, you're pressing X then square to do the attack that launches you up. Then you double jump after the attack. Now see, I might be able to work with that. I mean, I'm playing on PC with an Xbox controller, but I play PlayStation as well, so, I mean, that's doable. Attack that launches you in the air, X then square, and then double jump after the attack. Well, maybe if we go back by there, I will keep that in mind, mess around with that. I'm not going to talk to the commander again. Not now. I don't want to get caught up talking about old world data that I don't plan to give to the commander anyways. Commander Shady.
Man, the commander sure is a slave driver, huh? And now we have to go back to the city ruins. Why don't we rest a little bit, 2B? It's been a while.
I'll rest if I feel like it.
Jackass. Pish. Why would this have happened again? This is the mackerel, isn't it? We already got the mackerel. We already ate the mackerel. We already died. For science. Hey, sorry to bring this up out of the blue, but I've got a fish I want to recommend to Yora units. Or, to be more specific, I want you to eat it so I can study how its oil affects a Yora unit. You know, for science. Anywho, stop by if you get bored, it's my treat. I will, Trooper, that's what we're up here for, is to talk to 210.
Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments, and you should work on keeping your opinions in check. Yorha aren't allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us are better at that than others. Speaking of
See if there's
emotion,
loot laying around.
those Adam and Eve units sure seemed less than logical.
I'm heading to the transporter.
Fine.
Doesn't mean she's in here. Not 210. Oh, hello. Tried any of the new products yet? Pretty great if I do say so myself, and I do. Same. 2B, no fucks given. No, not this time around. Happy 210? What are we gonna do? Still hasn't turned up. What's that? You wanna know what's happening? Apparently one of the units on Earth lost a pod in the flooded city. Nope, it's right here. We got it. We already got it. How do you lose a pod? It staggers the imagination. Anyway, if you happen to find it, will you take care of it? Poor thing's all alone down there. Make sure not to lose it. Alright, so where are we gonna find 60? Maybe back in here by command, somewhere around here. Is Operator 60 gonna be marked? 60, not 60, I keep saying 60, 210, but you know what I mean, right? Is 210 gonna be marked?
Yes, no problem. Any updates? Thank you. Using the data?
Strange.
I
We
have
reported the
detected a
alien
signal
signal to the
embedded in
moon
the static.
immediately. There hasn't been a response to speak of. Hentai Senpai Metal Master. Well, that's a hell of a name. Welcome aboard. Hentai Senpai. Don't ever let your guard down, you hear me? If you're in danger, back off and wait for reinforcements. Soldiers. No, that is a soldier, not an operator. Quest. Ah, quest marker. There we go, 210. Makes sense, she had a bubble above her head. Operator, what are you doing? What am I doing? I am analyzing data. This part of your current assignment? Hey, pen click.
Understood.
Welcome, welcome. No, it's merely a hobby. Wait, really? The world contains a vast amount of data. Coordinates, network node readings, photographic images, and so on. Analyzing this data can often lead to discovering new information. I spend my downtime seeking out such information. Hey, that seems kind of boring. I mean, no offense. It is more interesting than engaging in mindless banter. Hey!
Understood.
Still, there might be a way to make this chatter less mindless. There is a data terminal in the abandoned factory that I cannot access with our satellites. If you feel like helping, you can head over there and transfer the data to me.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Understood.
Urea Cox, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for joining us.
Roger.
Grumble about what a pain that would be.
Thank you.
It's the old 9S. 9S would have grumbled. He's less grumbly this time. They've switched roles completely. Now 2B's all grumbly.
Understood.
Wonderful. I'll send the coordinates at once. The terminal is kind of hard to find, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll let you know once I find it. Data analysis freak. Guess we could head right there. We could head to the village. To the factory.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Homunculus. Homunculus, welcome. Welcome aboard the starship. Loading screen text ever change? Wombat, you still can't get over how far forward they lean? And what that would mean if you actually tried to do that? Well, for what it's worth, being androids, they may have enough stability in their lower bodies to be able to walk like this without falling over. We would tip, but they might have enough mechanics in their legs to... yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was that copper? Is that why that keeps dropping? We're at capacity on copper ore. So unlike everything else we pick up, when we pick up copper, it disappears, but then it falls back down to the ground, reappears. Should save while we're in the zone. Looks like we're in the bubble, but for some reason we can't save that high above the terminal. Still can't. Come on, the terminal's right here. Please let us save. Copper over to the side too, I think. Grab it. Yesterday. For copper. Roosty. Roosty, come forth, rise, and assist. Some of these top-down views are the hardest ones for me to work with. I don't take in all the visual cues about what's going on the same way. From this perspective, I lose a lot of them. They're still there, I just don't see them much of the
This whole
time.
place is like a giant machine's nest. I wonder what it used to be like.
Accessing historical records. Analysis. This location was once used for weapons production and experimentation.
No kidding? What kind of weapons?
Humanoid combat robots. Common examples include the P-22 and P-33 models.
Human-shaped weapons, huh? Wonder if they work like flight units.
Unknown. No image-based information exists.
There's also new dialogue. I don't think we had... Maybe 9S did when we were playing as 2B. But I don't think we talked with our pod about the purpose of this factory during Route A. Neo. How you doing, Neo? Welcome back. Hello, Jay and viewers. How are we doing today? Most excellent here. Thank you. How about you? P23 and P33 are NieR 1 references. It's gorgeous here today. It's probably not going to be as hot as yesterday. So, yeah! Corner. Okay. Not sure if this is going to move us in the right direction or not. It could. I mean, just because we're going this way doesn't mean we won't go like this and come back around. So it's a little bit beneath us. Still have to go down. And it would seem to be behind us. But we might need to come around to it. Perspective. We're now on a... we're at about the same level. We might still be above it, but not by much. We've come all the way around. Now we're kind of facing it again. And we might be doing all right. I don't know where we're going. It's rather hard to tell in here. Where's this elevator gonna... Not an elevator. So far, so good. Hey. Hey, there are the cranes down below. If there's some way to lower that, we probably need to get to the door on the far side. Interesting. So maybe there's a terminal somewhere. What I was looking at, the cranes, was down there in the distance. When Route B started, we got an extra ending and got ourselves killed by lowering one of those cranes and wandering off towards the circular platforms in the distance. And we got a little loading screen that said 9S couldn't help himself. He was too curious. He wandered off and was never seen again. Game over. What I don't think I can do is bridge that gap without dropping the platform. There's got to be a way to drop the platform. I doubt we just smack it. It's like there's two parts to it. We're gonna make a bridge here somehow. But how? I would hope that the method of activating that bridge is not too far away from the bridge. But what the hell do I know? this? Looks like we could jump into the foreground. Okay. There's loot down here. Recovery items. So here was the terminal that lowered this crane off in that direction. And we got a game over when we wandered off there. But that was at the start when we had a very specific mission objective. We can no longer use this terminal.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
All of my toes are suddenly... my toes suddenly start aching. Welcome aboard. I'm sorry I missed your name just there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. What the heck did I do to my toes? All the toes on my right foot just bonkers. So I guess we could go wandering off down this crane. I doubt we'll get a game over this time, but will we find a switch or something that will lower that bridge? I'm just guessing that we're looking for another terminal like this. Visible wall here. What's on that platform down there? I don't see anything. More cranes that go off in that direction. Can drop through this hole into the body of the crane. This is taking us further and further from where it looks like we need to be. Where the game started. I guess this is a shortcut of sorts. We can probably get back up. So we picked up our flight units here before. I don't have the first clue where I'd find a terminal. To activate the bridge. Without totally spelling it out, is anyone able to offer a hint about where I might go looking for a terminal or some way to activate the bridge? Here's the bridge in question. Need to get across. In one of those top-down sections. One I already passed by.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
JL George. Is that a George? JL George, welcome aboard. Thank you for following. Thanks for joining us. Let's go back to the top-downs then. Thank you. So, top-down section. That sounds like a good hit. I will try and be steely-eyed when we get back to a top-down. Melee defense, hackable. Archive obtained. Factory cafeteria sign.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Xeno1, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Cheers. Factory cafeteria sign. Monday, croquettes. Tuesday, French fry, surprise. Wednesday, meatless meat. And potato stew. Buttered potatoes, potato curry, potato salad, potato gratin. Boy, they liked potatoes. All meals must be consumed in full. Employees who do not consume their meals will have their workload increased by 30%. Yeah! Guess you better eat your meatless meat. And we didn't actually read the nuclear data yesterday. My dear companion, excellent news. I've succeeded in obtaining 12 kilograms of dense, highly concentrated plutonium from an enemy laboratory. After careful analysis, I've concluded that we have enough to create 3 nuclear bombs. With that part taken care of, obtaining the other required materials should be a simple matter. This is the only way we can open their eyes to the truth. The production of the bombs, however, is no simple task, and were I to be killed in the meantime, the knowledge would be lost. For this reason, I've chosen to store a blueprint for their construction in this ROM and leave it in your hands. With this, anyone with even a modicum of technical know-how should be able to assemble them. Remember, this is not revenge, it is divine punishment. May God's blessings be upon you always. Yikes. It's the data we picked up. So we are basically giving blueprints for bombs to either our superiors, who have questionable motivations, have already deceived us, have sent us to capture, but really to kill other members of our same order who they said had betrayed and stolen stuff that it turned out they had not stolen. Yeah, see, that sounds like a much better option. Malice, there should be a third option to say, no one should have this info, not these people. If we give it to Yorha, I expect Yorha to start bombing the machines, including the friendly ones. And if we give it to the machines, well, they may be friendly now, but what will they decide to do when they have nuclear power? A nuclear arsenal. That said, if we're gonna do that quest, I think I'll be giving it to Pascal. I really don't trust our superiors here. Kim, lurk on. I'm glad you could hang out for a bit before having to get back to worky lurky. Alright, we're gonna get to the top-down section again here shortly. Seems awfully far away. Actually, look at how close we are. We're looping around the facility and going up and down, so we're actually really close to the bridge. Even though we've had to come quite a ways to get here. So we're in top-down world. Let's look for terminals, passages, breaks in the fences, little places we might go. Oh, like here!
I think I can access the data.
Yeah! There's a whole room right here. Thank you so much for the tip to come back to a top-down area. I think we're in the right place. And an elevator. Whoa. Cure all plus heal all obtained. Is that a chip? That can't be a chip. What is cure all plus heal all? I doubt it's a pod program. Consumable item. Yeah. Okay, single use, mega elixir, basically. Data analysis freak updated.
That's what 210 wanted. Now I just have to send it to her.
Alert. Poor reception in this area is preventing data upload. Proposal. Unit 9S should move to an area with better reception.
Got it.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Rage Mage! Rage Mage! Rage, if you're out there, thank you for the host. Okay, I see we're on the other side. So we got the data. We didn't need to cross the bridge to get the data, but it all ties together. There he is. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. How are you today, Rage? I don't know which is a faster way out. We'll backtrack to the platform where they use the black box at the beginning, and we'll get out from the terminal there. Just checking out for a bit. You've been wanting to buy this game, but you can't spend the money on it. Hurts. Well, I understand that. Just keep an eye out for it to go on sale next time. Game's not going anywhere. Rage, I think you'll love it. It's extremely playable, and the more you play, the better it gets. It was kind of a steep curve at first. There's a lot to take in. A lot of varied gameplay, but it's so wonderfully immersive, and the machines are just
This should be good enough.
fascinating
Upload
and
that data to
terrifying
Operator
and
210.
puzzling.
Affirmative.
But the movement and the combat is just so smooth.
Operator 210 to 9S, come in.
Got lots
This is
to listen
9S.
to and think
I
about.
received the data you sent. It's fascinating. It appears to be the journal of a human who once worked in the factory.
What, like a diary?
Yes. According to this, the man worked long hours on an almost daily basis. He says, and I quote, "They're working me like a machine. Working like a machine to build a machine?" Humans truly were strange creatures.
Sounds like it.
I'll send you a reward later.
Wait, I can get rewarded for doing this?
I didn't say you would not get a reward.
No, but...
Yeah, but who expected 210 to do something nice for us?
Hey, don't disconnect me.
Game got too real there.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Invisible walls! Tech manual. Medium recovery, 3,000 gold. Very modest reward. Denza, if you change the combat style, Jay. Never! I refuse. I refuse. Foot down on ground. Refuse. Oh, going back to the Pascal's village. Does data analysis freak lead to additional quests with 210 by chance? If anyone knows. Master Assassin. Can someone help me? Hi, by the way. Hi. Hi. Can someone help you? I think we need to know what kind of help you need. What's going on? Yes, no, maybe, could be. Alright, well, there's no going back. Once we hand over the data to Pascal, Pascal has the data. There is another data freak. Alright. What I was wondering.
Oh, it's 9S and 2B, yes. Those machines cost quite the ruckus, don't you think?
We need to talk.
Of course. I'll help however I can.
We have to do this again. We have to exhaust these discussion options before we can talk to Pascal about a pending quest. Is that a bug that happened yesterday? had these conversations during Road A, we had these conversations again yesterday, and here they are popping up again. And we have to click through them.
Yes, 2B?
Shit. Before we have any other conversations.
Yes, 2B?
Pascal,
Yes, 2B?
Yes, 2B?
aside from this village, are there any other machines that are cut off from the network?
I can't give you a simple answer there, Master Assassin. You're looking to build a gaming PC for 700 pounds or so. Well, I'm in the US, so I don't know much about where's a good place to shop for parts in the UK.
I suppose that unpleasant songstress you so kindly defeated in the amusement park wasn't part of the network.
There are people here all around the world, Master Assassin, but how many might be here right now or in the UK who might have a good answer for you? That I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions,
You mean that singing thing?
Oh, and of course there's the Forest Kingdom, but
still that repeat conversation.
Forest Kingdom?
yes, it's a vast woodland area not far from here. There's a group of machines there attempting to build a nation of sorts. They're quite hostile to outsiders, however. We can't so much as go near the place.
Where is it?
Northeast of the city ruins. You should be able to reach it by passing through the ruins of the commercial facility. If you go, however, be careful. Things have been rather rough there lately.
This Forest Kingdom sounds like something we should check out.
Okay, now hopefully Pascal will talk about the data. Let me see. Oh my, this is valuable information indeed. Yeah. Nuclear fission technology is something that was lost to us long ago. It presents many technical challenges, not to mention the devastating effects it has on the environment. This is why our creators had the data sealed away. I'm sorry, 9S, but I cannot accept this information. It is simply too dangerous. Trust level and respect for Pascal goes way up. Oh. However, I thank you for bringing it to my attention. Allow me to repay you with this. Heal drops up +6. Clean nuts. Nuts are better clean. Skill salve, large recovery, gold and XP. "9S. If I reject the knowledge of nuclear weapons, and our village is destroyed at some point in the future, do you think my people would resent me for it? I don't know, Pascal. That's not for me to decide." I see. That's big. In terms of motivations, Pascal may have just made the wisest decision of any character we've met in this game up to this point. Flat out rejected old world nuclear data because of its danger and risk. How evolved. And a good song kicked in too. It was during that conversation, didn't it? At the end of the conversation, it changed the music. Right. Wish humanity would reject nuclear data. Would that it were so. You missed it. Malice, you had missed this quest. I'm glad we did that one. So Engels looks forward to future conversations. We tried to speak with him earlier today. He said I must rest. He wasn't ready yet. Game dev machine we're not doing, at least now we're not doing, because Machine life form in the basement of the amusement park needs an item to create a game. Sounds good, right? The item can only be obtained by killing the other happy machines at the park. Game developer wants to make a game, so let's go kill the people having fun to get the part to make the game. Yeah. No. So, head to the Forest Kingdom via the commercial facility. I guess those repeat conversations with Pascal weren't really a waste after all. I think that's what triggered the head to the forest. We have all these zones unlocked still from Route A, so we should be able to go to Forest Zone Center. We can't warp to that destination, but we might just be able to go to Forest Zone Center. Or not. Okay, for story reasons, we can't just do that. But through the commercial area. Is that the bridge? Is that like the mall, the bridge? Yeah, there's the bridge. There's that rope bridge. There's the mall, the commercial area, right? So why don't we head to city ruins near the tower? Yeah, Densa. For all the weird, crazy stuff in Metal Gear Solid, they had a lot of very thoughtful, healthy discussions about nuclear power, weaponry, deterrence. Well, mostly about weaponry and deterrence, but it was very thoughtful stuff. They did not just go crazy with that. They treated that stuff very carefully. Lots of discussion. Lots of reflection. And lots of criticism. Ah, they did such a good job with it. Going the wrong way. That was what.
Say, 2B.
That was part of what got me so interested in Metal Gear as well.
When do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but... This must be the commercial structure Pascal was talking about. The records say it was once a facility known as a shopping center.
We're gonna check again since we still have the elevator key from Route A, but we were never able to go down here, move too far in the story in Route A before coming here to use the key to unlock the elevator. And hopefully we get to do Emil's quest to pick up the Lunar Tears again, and otherwise we're just locked off from that. Whatever's down there, up there, down there, we can't do anything about it unless the quest kicks in again and maybe lets us. This is about, the gate's back up. Isn't this where we meet Emil? Speaking of.
No getting through here.
Maybe there's some kind of mechanism we could engage?
Ha! Don't worry,
If we were
9S.
human, we probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More meaningless conjecture.
You're so serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life forms detected above our position.
Before they jump in. All hail the Forest King!
Who the heck is the Forest King?
You're getting distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte. Check this guy. He's just running away.
It's going to explode! Huh? Hey, where am I?
What's that?
Hey there, guys. What's up?
This thing's weird, 2B. Let's kill it.
Wait, what? No. Good idea.
9S. Hey, that thing's
what
weird.
was
Let's
that?
kill it. What? Scary thing is, there's a lot of people like that in the real world, too. Hey, I don't understand that. It's weird. Let's kill it. Hey, that thing's weird. Therefore, I don't like it.
Looks like the forest is just ahead.
Welcome. Thank you for visiting my shop. Feel free to look around. I don't know that we need anything. Probably got a few things to sell. Broken firearm, 1 tire. When did we get 17 machine cores? 15 grand each? Are you shitting me? I just picked up 250,000. I've never had so much. Except for that one time we had 100,000 that gave it to an inventor for science. A desert rose, a lovely choker, 6 drab bracelets, shattered earring, 3 of them. Moose meat. There was at one point a quest that wanted moose and boar meat, but 361,000. World is all upside down. Wonder if there's any more science to give it to.
For the enemy androids. Engage battle mode. Now fight for your king.
Here they come. Better keep your guard up.
Charging
You're aware of how to
lasers!
fight. You just be careful.
I will, TV.
This is new. There's a 256 years ago.
This forest we are stationed in.
Hey, S7. Welcome.
It is hot, humid, unhygienic, a punishing hell for machine life forms. None should have to live in such a place. I have decided I shall make this our kingdom and declare our independence. What's a kingdom? Well, it's sort of like a large house.
Ha!
And inside this house, all our people live together as family. Family. I suppose a family might be good. Yeah, families are good.
And Thus was born the Forest Kingdom. Alice, you thought your game broke when that transition happened?
These machines.
They were talking about a king, right? I saw what looked to be a castle further in. Maybe we should take a look.
Wonder if we'd be able to meet Emil out in the city ruins now. Or if possibly we can't do that quite yet. Because we're really close to where one of the lunar tiers is. Ride the moose, oh we can, and we have, and we will again.
What is with these guys?
Don't listen to what they're saying, 2B.
Wombat, you're off to Morrowind. Have a good stream. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Have fun in Morrowind. Have a great Friday, Wombat. We'll see you later. A lone pugilist hesitated to land the killing blow in the land where he used to live.
How are we supposed to reach that castle?
We can't jump across from here, but we can go around. Above the waterfall. Charging lasers! Fire! Ho 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 ho, yeah. Good night. Switch weapons. By accidentally trying to hack. Question about the cutoff, the side quest cutoff. At what point was it that we have to have most side quests done? It's not the forest castle, is it? I want to make sure I don't stumble into that it's too late to do side quests.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept like loyalty be understood by a machine?
Spear wielders. Missile escort is the cutoff? Missile escort. Thank you. Try to remember that. 128 years ago. 128 years after the founding of the Forest Kingdom.
The king who gave all for us. So benevolent and kind. And now he's dead. This sure is sad. It sure is. But we Royal Knights still have a mission. We placed His Majesty's memory, his final memento, into this tiny child. And now we must raise this child so he might one day be our new king. He deserves a royal upbringing. He deserves protection.
That's how we ended up with the child king of the forest. Machine child, king of the forest. Now we already got the cypress stick, which means we probably don't have to do this little jumping puzzle again. I don't know if you can see up there, an open chest. That's where the cypress stick came from. And to get it, we had to jump along all these pillars. Starting from this fallen one over here. Glad we don't have to do that again. Oh, this is the spot I first died in. I don't think I've saved in a little while either. Bring it on. Charging lasers. So this guy has an electrified body at times. Sends out those shockwave pulses on the ground. And was, during Route A, the very first thing to kill me. And I think I only had 3 or 4 deaths that weren't intentional and experimental. Oh yeah! This chick is toast! Rage, they also, I don't think it was there in the first playthrough, but you get a jukebox. I don't think it's a spoiler to tell you, if you like the music, that there is a jukebox in the game that lets you play all the, not just play all the different tracks, but you can play them with and without voices. You can kind of modify them in different ways. I didn't play around with it much, but it had tiers of menus on what to do with the in-game music. Where is it? Resistance camp. It's sort of behind the weapon, the machinist who upgrades and sells weapons.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
D-Man NieR, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining us. When we go back to the resistance camp, I will try to remember to go show where it is and If I don't, and you remind me, we'll take a look at it. Body of lint. There's an access point up here, isn't there? Yeah. Hi, Moose.
Yep, this looks like a king's castle, all right.
That one moose looked different from the others. Why is one a golden moose? Is this the first moose we've seen that isn't exactly like all the other moose? Body of Jura. Toxic, there's a boar like that too. A golden boar. I have no reason other than curiosity to consider killing that moose, and I just can't justify it out of curiosity, but makes you wonder, if you kill the golden moose or the golden boar, would they drop something? Alright, side-scrolling has returned.
Yeah.
Here? No. Okay. This was a cool section. We've already done some of the extra looting that might be in this area. But there are a lot of chests in the game we couldn't get to during the first route that we can get to now, that we can open now. Alice, you swear this section is a throwback to Castlevania? It does have that vibe. I hadn't thought of that.
Watch out for hostile enemies, 2B.
Don't we
Roger
always?
That 9.
Huh?
9.
Wait, what did you just say?
Roger that 9S.
Wait, no, that's not what you said. You said 9s. Or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Ah.
Analysis. This part belongs to a machine life form.
Doesn't look like I'll need this.
Now that's interesting too. I'm thinking out loud here, so bear with me. This is all, none of these are actual questions. I'm not looking for answers. But during the first playthrough, and now during the second playthrough, this chest, and I think another one like it.
This part belongs to a machine life form.
Doesn't look like I'll need this.
2B wouldn't take it. 9S wouldn't take it. Well, someone's gonna want that. So this loot cannot be picked up by the character we play in the second playthrough. Anyways, what is that for? Who is that for? When will we be able to take it? Yeah. Hey, DJ. Yesterday, it was Vent test? I remember Vent's got that data path card he's mentioned. Hello, DJ. Yesterday tested Vent's bought data path card, and it looks like the video card needs reballing, all in artifacts. What do you mean, like reflow the chips? What are we talking about here? So Vent's gonna need a different capture device, right? Well, didn't he know when he bought that it was questionable whether it was working? Mushroom. Very nice. Claire closing in on 1,000. That's cool to see. Be over here. We can't go to the foreground or the background. Up there. Can't run up that way. Not get up there before? Down there. Max hit point +4. That might be better than anyone we've had so far.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Zaram Michelle, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome aboard. So there was a room off to the left, back inside the last section of the castle, that I think I could get to if I could have made it to the top level. Kiari Mizuki, body of. Yep, I did Toxic. Twice actually, once just for fun down on Earth, and once up in the bunker.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Reed Knight, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Reed Knight. Welcome aboard. Glad you could join us here. Cheeks. Yeah, those were some cheeks. It's so cool when he throws it. And it stays suspended in the air, spinning like that. DJ, the G in your mind is
a signal embedded in the static.
Gil from Final Fantasy. Can't help it. I can understand that. Remdeck, welcome aboard the Starship. Thank you for the follow, for joining us here. Copper ore. On the backside. I see you. I can't chase him into the background, so he'll reappear somewhere up here.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Angel Fantas, welcome. Welcome aboard. I think we cheesed it here last time. I didn't fight very aggressively. Although you can... We should be able to get in some good hits. Should be possible. Just have to be careful about where it's coming down. Almost. You can only damage that one node that's glowing. Hey, Everett. What's up? Haven't been able to tune in because of work schedule changes, but you got the day off. Here's to a day off. Cheers. Glad you're spending some of your day off here. Who doesn't like a day off? What? 4 hours ago. Just 4 hours ago.
His Majesty hasn't grown at all. No, not in the slightest.
You think he's gonna grow?
How can we make him bigger? I don't know. We're too dumb to figure that out. Sure is a cutie, though. Yeah, so tiny and cute. We better keep him safe. Right. Can't let anyone into the Forest Kingdom. Danger! Danger!
That's us approaching. Isn't it?
Everyone, get out now! Intruders in the kingdom! Don't let them in here.
Hey, Max. I don't know if 9S does, actually. It's a good question. We're on Route B. Sasaki, we're on Route B. Thanks, Toxic. We finished A on... What day is it? It's Friday. We finished A on Wednesday. We started B yesterday. I'm hoping to finish B today. Sasaki, welcome. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow and for joining us here. So this is my first time playing NieR. I don't know if I should call it a first or a second playthrough anymore, but we're on Route B. What do you think of the storyline so far? It's very interesting. The machines have a whole lot going on. The androids like to puzzle over the machines and what seems to be a growing sentience and increased state of emotions and emotional complexity and contemplation. And yet it's kind of weird. The androids are so puzzled by these created machines
I have detected a
taking
signal
on
embedded
these
in the
properties.
static.
They themselves are created machines taking on those properties. WJL, welcome. Thanks for the follow. And Dragoon, is that Dragoon I see? Hello all, happy Friday. Yeah, I bet, man. Tough coming back to work from vacation. Always is. At least you can come hang out, have a good time. Broken ladder above us. I kind of keep hearing that. So we can't talk about, we can't talk about the rest of Route 2 or any future routes. We got to avoid spoilers. But I've been told that once I finish B, I'm going to be all in But there's a good chance. What I'd like to do is try and finish B today and play C tomorrow, but I don't know if the time is going to work out that way. It's, yeah, pen click, it's, you know, it's gonna come up. But as long as we don't go too far talking about it, I think we're fine. This was the other one I had to kind of cheese here. Hard to be in the right place, except when it does stuff like this. Then you can kind of calculate where it's going to be. Yeah, people who know it's coming are just excited. Understandably, I'm sure, for those who know what is coming. Come on already. Just doing some weird lag stuff for a second. Like, we have a terminal right there. Let's save, and then I want to drop down a level. Be that as it may, Malice, without people telling me that, hey, you're gonna want to play this again, you're gonna want to do multiple playthroughs. I might have looked at that message at the end of Route A at the end of the credits and gone, well, that's crazy. I'm not gonna play the game again just because they said so at the end of the credits. But having people who I know and trust many of their opinions on games say, no, that matters. You're going to want to play this more than once. Not trying to 100% it. For some reason, come on, 2B, get out of the way. I just want to know what's in the box. There's something funky here. It's like he's not actually... Oh, it's not a box. It's the crate. We're pulling the crate. I didn't realize what I was looking at. So mostly just trying to enjoy the story, but now that we're in Route B, I've taken a few suggestions on side quests we don't want to miss. Things like that. DJ, the only reason the bitrate is actually 4,000. On this screen, it's low. The bitrate is VBR 4000 because we're going at 60 frames per second now. So when there's a lot of action, you'll see it go up there to 4,000. Masamune, I am the blacksmith. I see you're taking good care of your weapons. However, I'd be happy to sharpen them for you if you wish. Yeah, Max, we've been looking at the weapon stories for anything that's been upgraded. Yeah, variable. That's VBR. It can go up and down depending on the complexity of the scene. So right now it's at 700 and still doing 60 frames per second. Why? Because there's nothing moving on the screen, except for me. In fact, I could probably spike the bitrate a little bit just by waving my arms. But when the whole screen is moving, that's when it goes up, because that's when it needs it. Hey, Virtuous Contract is ready to go to level 4 if we want. We got the pristine cables, the machine arms. Beast Lord, we would need pristine screws. Cruel Oath, we would need one more large gear. 5 all gears and some gold ore. Do both. I might have to switch 9S over to Virtuous Contract though, to try this out, even though that's the sword he came with. Tools of the trade. Any weapon upgraded to the highest level. We also should be taking our first break of the day. I'm having fun. I don't ever really want to stop. Ah, your white sword. My master honed that very blade long ago. He was a master craftsman who gathered 4 black and 4 white weapons and improved on them. I was wondering that, Max. The trader at the resistance camp said he could not take anything to the last level. We'd have to find someone. This is the guy. This is the machine. But they spilled so much blood that my master sealed them away in various locations across the world. However, I wager you would wield them in the service of good. If that is true, you can search for them in sealed shrines throughout the world. Beast Lord is nice at level 3, but it's so slow. It was great as a down attack weapon when 2B was using it, or just to do some sweeping attacks mixed with faster attacks. Since I have to switch weapon sets to use it on 9S, it's such a different feel. Oh, story. We got to check the story on it, because we just got the last piece of Virtuous Contract story. We'll read it from the beginning. Short. How long can I fight amidst this bloody vortex of a battlefield? How long, I wonder? How long can I continue to protect what I love amidst this endless war? How long, I wonder? How long can I continue to believe in a world laden with deceit and folly? How long, I wonder? How long can I lie to myself as I despair at the dark future of this world? How long, I wonder? Chills there. What you're seeing flying off is the shockwave, so not really part of the weapon's attack itself. Come on, I need to hold the box, not you. I don't want to talk. I want to hold the box. The Cruel Blood Oath story is your personal favorite? Well, if we get the parts needed, I will take... Cruel Blood Oath, not... Sorry, I'm confusing them. That's a separate one, isn't it? Cruel Oath is the one he started with. Cruel Blood Oath is a different one we don't have, I think. Oh, we did get it. Black Katana, kept by warrior monks of the East. I'll never forget the time we met. I knew ours was a love that would last for eternity. Well, I'm going to take that first break here because I should have taken it 15 minutes ago. It won't be too long. Let's make it a pretty short break. How about just 5 minutes? Straight 5. I'm good. Go stretch your legs if you've been sitting for the past hour and a half with me. I'm going to go feed the dogs and stretch out myself. I'll see you back here in 5 minutes, and we will continue for science.